Man, they said that the 1 is better than the 13? Psh, I took that personally.
What was the last one? D-Tron did this.
I like that one.
Okay.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of D-Tron Does It. Of course, I am D-Tron and I does stuff. And this week, we're going to be looking at two shoes from the Jordan brand. We're taking a look at the Jordan 1 and the Jordan 13. Now, both of these shoes are iconic in their own way. They got their own design, their own history, and certainly their own following. So it's going to be hard for me to say that one of these shoes is superior to the other. But my case today is that the Jordan 13 is better than the 1. Now hold up, before you start typing your response and hitting me with the messages in the comments, I want you to give me a chance to discuss why I think this shoe is better than this shoe. And then at the end, I'd love for you guys to let me know exactly how you feel about the 1, the 13, or what your favorite Jordan shoe is. I'm really only a fan of Jordans through like number 15. I think all of those are pre the 2000s. Once it got into the 2000s, it got a little wild for me, but I'm definitely a 1 through 15 fan. So today's exploration is certainly one that is close to my heart because, I like shoes. So before I can tell you exactly why the 13 is better than the 1, I need to give you guys a little bit of history about how these shoes came about and what makes them so special. So let's kick it. Ow. Now, the Jordan 1 is a basketball sneaker designed by Peter Moore and released in 1985. It was the first signature shoe for the legendary Michael Jordan, of course. Now, the Jordan 1 quickly became a cultural icon and is widely regarded as one of the greatest sneakers of all time. The Jordan 1 was originally released in several colorways, including the iconic Chicago colorway, which was featuring a red and black color scheme inspired by the Chicago Bulls. Now, when the Jordan was first released, it was met with a ton of controversy, as the NBA had very strict rules about the colors that could be worn on your shoes. Michael Jordan was famously fined $5,000 each game he wore the black and red Jordan 1 sneakers, but he continued to wear them, and Nike picked up the tab for those fines. Over the years, the Jordan 1 has been released and re-released in a variety of new colors, materials including leather, suede, canvas, and high top mids and lows, as well as a patent leather version. It's also been the subject of numerous collaborations with other brands, artists, and designers, further cementing its status as a cultural icon. Today, the Jordan 1 is widely recognized as one of the most influential sneakers of all time, and it continues to be one of the most popular sneakers to sell in the world. Whether you're a fan of basketball, just sneakers, or you really just like a good design, the Jordan 1 is a must-have for any collection. The Jordan 13 is a basketball sneaker designed by Tinker Hatfield and released in 1997. It was the 13th signature shoe for Michael Jordan. The design of the Jordan 13 was inspired by the animal Black Panther, with its sleek and aggressive look as well as its paw-like outer sole pattern. The Air Jordan 13 is the last shoe that Michael Jordan wore for a complete season while playing with the Chicago Bulls. He did briefly wear the 14s in an NBA Finals and would later return to play with the Washington Wizards, but the 13s were the last shoe that he laced up for a full season with Chicago. In many ways, the 13 was representative of the end of an era for Michael Jordan. The Jordan 13 has a number of technological advances and design elements that set it apart from its previous Jordan sneakers. This includes a pylon midsole, zoom air technology in the sole for maximum comfort and cushioning during activity, and a holographic eye on the heel that added a unique and stylish touch. The Jordan 13 was also the first Jordan sneaker to feature a carbon fiber shank plate, which provided added support and stability to the wearer. In terms of performance, the Jordan 13 was highly praised by basketball players and sneaker enthusiasts alike. Its combination of style and performance made it a popular choice for athletes on and off the court. The Jordan 13 has since become a cultural icon and a must-have for sneaker collectors and fans of the Jordan brand. To this day, it remains one of the most popular and recognizable Jordan sneakers and continues to be re-released in new colorways and retro versions. Now, I know you just heard about the history of this shoe, but what I want to talk about is the cultural significance of the shoe. Of course, the Jordan 1 was first, which is why so many people view this as like the holy grail. I disagree. Because it was first doesn't make it the best. This shoe is super flat. You can see that there is not a whole lot of art support on this shoe. The design elements are sort of blah. Sure, there's multiple pieces of material that are stitched together on this mid to upper, but they all sort of blend in. This could be a generic shoe had it not been a Michael Jordan shoe. The toe box creases really easily after a few wears. And speaking of a few wears, you gotta wear it like 3, 4, 5, 6 times before this shoe becomes comfortable as a casual shoe. Just not a huge fan. They have saturated the market with the number of colorways available in this Jordan, but the Jordan 1 sneaker just doesn't feel as important as the Jordan 13. What I mean by important is, sure, he wore the 1 first and he got fined for it, but it's not comfortable. He wasn't winning games when he was wearing the 1s. This shoe was that last championship run. This is the playoff 13. This is where you get the design elements of the black cat, his nickname, but also this paw-like design that we talked about earlier on, and this hologram bubble, and the weird shaping of the paw on the mid to upper. This is a unique design. You look at the bottom of this shoe, it's even designed like the paws, like the feet of a panther. This support system that they got going on here clearly is superior to the Jordan 1. There's some clear art support here with that carbon fiber shank plate that's underneath on the 13 and the air cushion zones on both the ball of the foot but also on the heel of the foot. This shoe was designed for playing basketball in. This is a superior basketball shoe. I would go out on a limb and say that it is a superior style shoe. Sure, it's bulky. The base is wider, but I think this provides more support, which is what you want from a shoe. The colors are really cool. This unique addition of the yellow circle and the yellow Jordan name to contrast the rest of the colors on this shoe, because again, that yellow isn't featured anywhere else on here, gives you an additional element to the shoe. I know exactly why people love the Jordan 1. I do too. I own several pair. But as far as a more culturally relevant shoe, it's the 13. I mean, he was winning chips in this one. This was the last of an era. Last one he wore with Chicago in a full season. This one was just first. It's not a great shoe. All right, look. My case for the Jordan 13. It's more comfortable. The design elements are both more superior but also more unique than the design elements on the 1. Inside, certainly more comfortable of a shoe to wear. The 13 is a more superior shoe. All right, so tell me what your thoughts are down in the comments. As always, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notifications button, get some alerts, find out when we're dropping new videos, which is like all the time. And if you decide not to like, share, or subscribe, you know what? I won't even be mad at you. Until next time, guys. Peace.